Buenos dias, amigos, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy in Miami, Florida. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having great time with your family, friends in these holidays. I wish you all of those that are listeners and subscribers to this channel, very Merry Christmas. From the bottom of my heart, that's what I wish for all of you guys, and hope you have a wonderful, happy new year, a very prosperous new year, and may God bless you guys always. All right, today we're going to talk a little bit about aggressive fighters, what an inside aggressive fighter looks like, what an inside aggressive fighter, what the probability of an inside fighter is to beat a more technical opponent. All right. There are so many examples throughout history of inside fighters, very aggressive fighters, brawlers that come in inside, relentless pressure, and they have been able to defeat more technical opponents, guys that move around a lot. And the reason why I'm choosing this subject is because uh, it's unbelievable how a lot of people don't know boxing history and don't know are not aware of very clear examples of aggressive fighters, inside fighters, pressure fighters beating the hell out of technical fighters. There's so much proof throughout history that this is the case that I can't believe people saying that a pressure fighter like Matias would have no shot at beating a more technical fighter like Devin Haney. Remember one thing, guys: Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Rolly Romero, they're all coming up from 135. They're not natural 140 pounders. Matias is a big, strong, natural 140-pound champion, all right, that has beaten and knocked out 20 of his opponents. Out of 20 victories, he's got 20 knockouts, only lost once, very close decision, and was able to avenge that against Petros Ananyan. But let's talk a little bit about what a pressure and an inside fighter is, and how a fighter like Matias would, in my opinion, have a very good chance of not only beating, but pummeling beyond recognition somebody like Devin Haney, who has no punching power, who has the few times he's been hit, he he has been hurt big time. All right. So let's talk a little bit about pressure fighters here, and let's talk about what Subriel Matias. What are the options? What are the possibilities of Subriel Matias actually beating a fighter like Devin Haney? All right. Pressure aggressive inside boxers often place high amount of pressure on their opponents. By constantly pressing forward and staying in close range, they can disrupt the rhythm and timing of a more technical boxer who prefers to fight from a distance. All right, pressure is the key, guys. Gabriel Matias has relentless pressure. He's constantly on the move, and he's fought some technical fighters, but they haven't been able to get away from him. All right, you can beat him 4 or 5 rounds. You know, you can even be winning the fight until he starts cutting off that ring, getting in closer, and pummeling his opponents to submission. So pressure is a number one ingredient or factor that an inside pressure fighter must use in order to defeat a more technical opponent. Number two, conditioning. Right? Aggressive inside boxers are typically conditioned to sustain intense physical pressure for extended periods. This allows them to outlast more technical boxers in grueling exchanges that occur in close quarters. Devin Haney has never fought a guy like Subriel Matias, a pressure fighter that is so intense in that physical, come forward, nonstop, relentless pressure that he would have to be moving all night long and basically not exchange with Subriel, not stay in the pocket for a minute because that he can get hurt. If Subriel hits you on the arms, on in the body, in the different parts of the body or the head, you're gonna be hurt. And that constant pressure, Devin Haney has never had anything like that. He's never fought a fighter like that. So that is number two, conditioning, and that it requires um, that training that Subriel is accustomed to up in the mountains of Mexico. This guy's got a gas tank on him, and he can go all night. All right, coming forward. So in order to be able to beat Subriel Matias, I don't see Devin Haney knocking him out. He's got no power. I mean, you've seen Subriel Matias fighting some really tough opponents, guys with a lot of power, and they don't even face him. So his conditioning is on a range from 1 to 10. I believe it's 10. All right, he's excellent conditioning, excellent gas tank. So you gotta be conditioned and fight, uh, a combat scenario where you're gonna be running all night. So that I see those 2 points, the pressure and the conditioning, that are gonna be factors for Subriel Matias in order to beat Devin Haney. All right, in fighting ability. Do you remember Manuel Piedra Duran? You remember how he fought Sugar Ray Leonard inside? Man, this guy he's the inside fighting king, all right? Roberto Manuel Piedra Duran. And like him, there's been many other fighters that have been able to defeat their opponents. But let's talk about this in fighting ability. Number three, aggressive inside boxers are often proficient at infighting, which involves close range punching and clinching. Their ability to land effective shots in the pocket and work effectively on the inside can overwhelm a more technical boxer who may not be as comfortable at close quarters. Okay, you think Devin Haney is going to be comfortable at close quarters with Subriel Matias? Do you think he's got the conditioning to withstand that constant pressure? I really don't think so, guys. All right. Okay, let's go to number four, mental game. Aggressive inside boxers often bring a high level of intensity and mental pressure to their opponents. This can disrupt the composure of a more technical boxer who's accustomed to controlling the pace and distance of the fight. All right, he's going to become frustrated. Devin Haney has become frustrated when he sees that he can't hurt Subriel Matias. He can't get away from him. He's going to be forced to fight Subriel Matias' fight. And that's actually what a lot of people don't understand. People that don't know boxing, they say, oh, he gets hit a lot. You know, he has poor defense. They're not seeing that round by round, Subriel Matias is making his opponents, even if they're more technical than him, fight his kind of fight. He forces you to fight that fight because there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run inside that ring. You can run all night, but you're going to have to engage at some point in order to win that fight. So that tough mentality, that mental game, that strength of heart of fighting somebody like Subriel Matias is going to require that precise thing. It's going to require a lot of mental toughness, guys. I don't see Devin Haney being able to withstand that constant pressure. All right, and we'll deal with it mentally. He's gonna get frustrated once he sees there's nowhere to run inside that ring. He's gonna throw in the towel. All right, power punching. Number five, aggressive inside boxers are often known for their power punching capabilities. By landing heavy shots at a close range, they can capitalize on any defensive lapses from their more technical opponents and potentially score fight-ending blows. That's the way I see this fight happening, if it ever happens. And we know the game that the Haneys are playing. So, you know, I'm just making this video, this episode. I'm just talking about this because a lot of people out there are ignorant about the sport of boxing. Just because you beat a flat-footed fighter who had no pressure, like who was putting no pressure on Haney, like Regis Prograis, you can't say he's going to beat Subriel Matias the same way. Styles make fights, guys. Duran made Sugar Ray fight his way and beat his ass. Mike Tyson fought Michael Spinks the same way and knocked his ass out. And I see the same thing with this power punching machine, this relentless pressure inside fighting machine who knows how to cut off the ring, who can take punches like Matias. Devin Haney's no match for this guy. I'm telling you right now, he's no match for him, and they know it. They know it. That's why they're going to pick and choose easier opponents like Ryan Garcia. I don't see Ryan Garcia as an elite fighter. I don't think he's even an A fighter or a B fighter. He's a B minus or C plus type of fighter. All right, with limited ability. Okay, and that's the kind of fighter that has been pursued by the Haneys in order to grab the low hanging fruit, because they're following the Mayweather footprint. Try to pick and choose and keep that up. All right, number 6, body work. Aggressive inside boxers often excel at targeting the body with punches. This can wear down a more technical boxer over time, sapping their energy and diminishing their ability to maintain a high level of technical skill throughout the fight. Just what I said. There's no way Haney's going to be able to keep that rhythm throughout 12 rounds. Trying to get away from a fighter like Matias. It's no way. All right, guys. I don't see that happening. All right, he's gonna be frustrated. He's gonna gas out. The punches are gonna start wearing him out. Body shots, forget it. Once he sees he can't hurt Matias, that's it. That towel is coming in. All right. Next one, disrupting rhythm. Number 7, aggressive inside boxers can disrupt the rhythm and timing of a more technical boxer by consistently engaging in close range exchanges and preventing them from establishing a comfortable distance and pace. All right. You know what they say, timing beats speed. Matias has great timing, guys. Matias knows when to throw punches. He's got a high percentage of connect on all his fights. And if you get hit at least 40%, 30% of the power punches from Matias land on you, you're going to quit. You're going to quit. There's no way. All right. So if he disrupts that rhythm, established during the first rounds by Devin Haney, that's all she wrote. Okay, number 8, aggressive mindset. Aggressive inside boxers often possess a relentless mindset, constantly seeking to engage and impose their will on their opponents. This aggressiveness can be intimidating and overwhelming for a more technical boxer who may not be accustomed to dealing with such relentless pressure. All right, guys, we're spoken about that. Has Devin Haney ever fought somebody like Matias? Has he fought a relentless pressure fighter like that? No, he hasn't. He's gonna be way over his head with a relentless punching machine like Matias. All right, if he ever decides to fight him, let's see what happens with that. Okay, number 9, adaptability. Aggressive inside boxers are often skilled at adapting to different styles and situations. They can make adjustments on the fly to counter the technical proficiency of their opponents, finding ways to close the distance and capitalize on their aggressiveness approach. We have seen Matias do this in all his fights. He's fought multiple styles, inside fighters, counter punchers, technical fighters. He's fought them all. He's beaten a lot of undefeated fighters, up and comers, decisively. And yes, he's lost a whole bunch of rounds at the beginning, but once he starts catching you with this pressure, cutting off the ring, using that timing, being able to withstand those punches like nothing and continue moving forward, he has shown in 20 of his 20 wins that nobody can handle Matias. This guy is a different animal, my friends. And number 10, conditioning and endurance. Aggressive inside boxers often have high level of conditioning and endurance, enabling them to sustain their high intensity approach throughout the fight. This can pose a significant challenge for more technical boxers who may not be as accustomed to facing relentless pressure over the course of a fight. All right, we spoke about that already. So I don't think there's any need to repeat it. But conditioning is key. Matias has an incredible gas tank, has an incredible output on punches, has incredible power, knows how to cut off the ring. You can't hurt him. Nobody has hurt him. Some people say that that punch from Ergashev at the beginning, hurt Matias. No, it didn't. It caught him off balance in the chest. Guys, come on, watch a fight. Stop being ridiculous. Some of you guys, man, the guys out there. I'm not talking about the guys that know boxing. I know about the guys that are limited in the knowledge of boxing. They're just fanatics instead of guys that actually can understand the sport. All right. So it is important to note that these factors are not absolute. All right. And can vary depending on the specific skills and attributes of the individual boxers involved, be different. Additionally, the outcome of a boxing match is always influenced by numerous variables, including strategy, preparation, individual circumstances on the day of the fight. So that means that we will have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. But that claim from the Haneys, the claim from so-called experts, the claim from casual fans, the claim from fanatics that Matias has no shot against Devin Haney, they're nuts. It's a ludicrous claim. It's been proven in the past many times. The Raging Bull, Jake LaMotta versus Sugar Ray Robinson, Doberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks, and many, 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 many others that have that relentless pressure, that constant type of will to come forward, throwing punches, have shown that they have a very good shot of defeating even the highest technical fighters. All right, guys. Well, anyway, I'd like to know what you guys think about this episode, what your thoughts are about, inside fighters, who's the best inside fighter nowadays, who would give Devin Haney besides Matias trouble if he fights this way? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with what I'm saying, or are you in disagreement? I like to hear all your comments. I'm going to try to respond to all of them. But until next time, guys, remember to like, subscribe, share. Have an excellent Christmas. Now, until next time, I guess this is all for now. Hasta la vista. I wish you all the best Christmas. God bless you all, and peace.